Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Olise. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. Rice. Can he get it through? Look at the space. Decent chance! And he should have made them pay.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that has been cleared. And it's Rodri. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Haaland, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Olise goes short. And the shot! Goal! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So, a breakthrough already. Rodri. Good take, and is it charged? Surely! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Rice with the short one. That is good strength. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's an excellent interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. Nicely worked. And he's cut it out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's a great... Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Spain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Pedri. Olise. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Rice. Pedri. Nuno Mendes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Messi, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's Haaland. Saliba. And it's Rice. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Olise gets a foot in here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
This is a promising build-up. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hakimi.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Shapes to shoot! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Hakimi. Messi. Passes short and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Now can he chance for a shot? And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Threads one in. Van Dijk calmly anticipates.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Gravenberg, who does have an assist to his name. Rice. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found the way through.
Well, he's certainly...
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Vietnam just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So off we go again. Vietnam leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Nuno Mendes. And he lines up a cross. And straight back out. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
They're urging him to shoot. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see...
He's having a pop! Holland! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
A shift in momentum, perhaps. Takes a shot! And it's in! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Vietnam go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
That is good progress on the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gabriel. Haaland. Haaland purring through the gears. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pedri. Gravenberg. Rodri running with the ball. Van Dijk powering forward here. Rice. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he shoots! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's good running with the ball. Nuno Mendes. Here's Rodri. Rice. And it's Rodri. Messi. And that is expertly dealt with. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Spain have their third corner.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 19, Messi, el dorsal 41, el dorsal 9. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 17.
Cleared without hesitation.
El dorsal
Vietnam
6.
are looking to go forward now. Cristiano Ronaldo knocks it into space.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that...
Çalhanoğlu! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Ødegaard. Matheus Cunha. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ødegaard. Haaland. Ødegaard. Now, can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied.
Gabriel with a definite fell there. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Oh, nearly. And it's Ødegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Shaw. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well.
4 minutos de descuento.
Oh, that's neat. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ødegaard.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. 4 extra minutes added on. Now it's Haaland. And it's Shaw. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Bellingham plays it. Oh, great leap! And there's a goal. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great...
That's that, the end. Vietnam can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up,
And we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And he's played it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And this is Cristiano Ronaldo!
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And here's Haaland, and he's found a way past. Can he finish? It's there! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Vietnam already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Nice control. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Chance here to counter. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Haaland. Pedri. Now it's Elise. Rice. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's come to nothing. Gabriel lays it forward. Haaland going after that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Stood up well to him there. Bruno Fernandes. He won't be happy with that one. Elise. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's nice. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Elise goes short. Spain are looking to go forward now. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Elise. Gravenberg for Olise. And here's Haaland, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe. And he's forced to go back. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Threads one in. Oh, well played. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Vietnam looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Cross from Hakim. Oh, good effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Hakimi.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with and a chance! And he's gone looking for safety. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Hakimi. Tries to pass it through. Oh, look at the space here. Now that's a fine challenge. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. And here's Mbappe. He's picked his way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. Oh, what has happened? Shot a goal! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given. It always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Gravenberg. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Hakimi. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Haaland. Gravenberg. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 19, Messi. El dorsal 41, el dorsal 9. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10,
Haaland.
el dorsal 7.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
El dorsal 6.
Well, the defence
Cambio de
just
jugadores.
about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Dembele. Bruno Guimaraes. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Bruno Mendes. He's rising! Well taken goal. And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Vietnam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And the finish! And that's a good finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And it's Dembele. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he was alert to it. That's a sharp pass. Bruno Guimaraes gets across and
Habrá
deals with
3
it.
minutos de descuento.
Looking for the run. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Dembele shoots! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And it's Dembele. And we're done. Vietnam can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works.
And the shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bruno Fernandes has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Now it's Olise. Olise! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Rice. Gravenberg does well to get it back. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Mbappe. Rice. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he spark a counter here? Bruno Fernandes. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Olise. And he's quick to snatch it back. Real chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
This is their second corner of the game. And the finish! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Haaland, and it's Rodri. It's a good spell of possession, this. Lobbed in behind. Mendes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He is through here. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Chance! And he hits the
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Shot could be on.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, there's a probing ball. Rice. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Just eases him off the ball. Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Picked out brilliantly. Chris, chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Haaland powering forward here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Fernandes. Can he get it through? Gravenberg. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe. Pedri. Looking to play him in. He's on. Big chance! And a neat finish. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Vietnam go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter.
And takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. That has been knocked clear. Flings in across. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Hakimi. And that's been intercepted. And that brings the first half to a close.
Vietnam are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is 2, but still, all things are possible. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And a chance! It's in! And they are disappearing out of sight. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So now the difference is 3. And claimed it back swiftly. Bruno Fernandes. And he passes it long. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that's well spotted. He's got away. Mendes has it out wide and in space. Nuno Mendes. Oh, such a clever touch. Crosses it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's had it taken off him. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Spread out to the left. Could move up a gear here. Hakimi. That's been slipped through. He's picked his way through. Showing good feet. That is good strength. Tries one from range. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hakimi and Gravenberch. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Oh, that's a shot at goal! Oh, brilliant save.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And he can clear it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Gravenberch in acres of space out wide. Look at the space here. And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Great chance! Rice. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Olise. Pedri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a good run down the left. Pedri. And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found the way through. Takes aim and crosses. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. 5 minutes left on the clock. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Rice. Now it's Haaland. Nuno Mendes. He's shifting through the gears here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
He's had a shot! Great football, shot and save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Olise plays it short.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Haaland has found the net here, of course. And it's Rice. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. And he was quick to react.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Now it's Haaland. And the through ball.
Oh, well played, well played. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
Now it's Haaland.
Bruno Fernandes.
And he's been shifted off it. Hakimi wriggles his way through. And here's Gravenberch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Rodri. And here's Haaland.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nuno Mendes with the cross. He's there and gets it away. Haaland. Spain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Bruno Fernandes has a look up and delivers. Gravenberch. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pedri. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Olise. Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Rice. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. Neither of these two want to come off second back. Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Shot a goal! Haaland. Driving through the middle. Same again, same outcome.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Aims beyond the defence. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Spread to the right. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Messi. And Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gabriel. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on...
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Haaland. Real chance! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes.
That's good play from him.
Lovely bit of skill. Mendes drives forward on the overlap. Nuno Mendes tries across. Mendes, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
It's a searching pass. That has not gone well. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. That is good progress on the left. Haaland. Rice. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. For Rice. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bruno Fernandes! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's had it nicked away. And the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's looking wide. And it's Gravenberch. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Stood up well to him there.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 41, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 19, Messi, el dorsal 13. Serán sustituidos.
Vietnam, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dembele, Tchouaméni, Haaland, Cristiano Ronaldo, Pedro Porro. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland driving. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he thumps it clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
He is just caressing the ball. Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
And it's Dembele. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Some good work on the right flank here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. "90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So we are still gridlocked.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 3.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Serán sustituidos por
Bruno
el
Guimaraes.
dorsal 2. El dorsal 18. Se va a llevar
It's a
cabo
pretty
un
loose
cambio de
pass.
jugadores.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chance, surely! Oh, he's done it! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And he's had a shot! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, perfectly measured that. That's the keeper's ball. Shaw. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. And it's Porro. That's a good foray he's making. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Calhanoglu. Now it's Haaland. Matheus Cunha. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So was this when the game was won? Logic and experience would certainly suggest that, but who knows what the game still has to offer.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Guimaraes is going to be disappointed with that. And it's Dembele. Dembele, rapid and full of intent. Calhanoglu, and here's Haaland, tries a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Spain have the chance to go the other way. Looking for a runner. Back to the keeper it goes. Pass somewhat off target. Pedro Porro. Lovely feet. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He has found a way through. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Nice control. Played into the box, and it's claimed by the keeper. And that is that. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Now it's Haaland. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Rice. Oh, that's a Cristiano Ronaldo! It's their first effort on goal.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Stood up well to him there. Looking to play him in. Bruno Fernandes in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his...
And a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. Battling for the right to play in the early stages.
Probing pass. That ball looks a good one.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Cleared without hesitation. Back when it goes. Oh, such a clever touch. Look at the space here.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal, Spain! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bruno Fernandes.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rice.
Spain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan.
Gabriel. Messi. Hakimi.
And it's Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, sweet feet.
Haaland has got himself a free kick.
So a chance here, what can they make of it?
And it's Mendes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's an imaginative pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Olise.
Gravenberg.
Olise. And it's Gravenberg.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Fernandes.
He's a sharp little ball here.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Nuno Mendes.
And it's Messi.
Rice. And he's well positioned here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Olise.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's another good win of the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pedri into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And he's managed to get free. Ball in towards the middle. And he's there to clear it. Tries one from range. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bruno Fernandes. Gravenberg.
Habrá un
Rice.
minuto de descuento.
Nuno Mendes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Haaland. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Cambio de jugadores.
We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Quality ball. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Olise. And he welcomes it in. Chris shoots! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Haaland makes a dash for it. Threads one in.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Dembele, distributed tidily. The ball goes in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vietnam perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Haaland, and it's Mendes. And here's Haaland, he has found a way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Spain can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Olise. Oh, nice touch. Drives it in. And that has been cleared. And it's made its way to him.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Olise. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Corner number 2 then.
El dorsal 19, Messi. El dorsal 41, el dorsal 9,
Ødegaard is flagged offside.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 39, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 2. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Bruno
de jugadores.
Guimaraes. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Haaland. He's through here. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Ødegaard. Looking for the run. Nice interception, well timed. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ronaldo. He's found a way through. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's burst through. He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished.
There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? And again! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And he's stuck it away! They're back within reach! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Now then, the ball's come loose. He is through here. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. Vietnam presented with a golden opportunity here. An exchange of stares, and here we go. One back! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Vietnam give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Goes for a shot! Ødegaard. And now the breakaway. 5 minutes to add. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Ødegaard. That's it, the referee says enough. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a... Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. He's having a hit!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And Dijk tries to clear. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. He's done well to get that clear.
Good play on the left-hand side here. He is through here. Chance here to counter. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly unsung.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Olise is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Now it's Mbappe, picked out brilliantly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saliba, Hakimi. Oh, that's nice. Vietnam have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And this is Ronaldo. Haaland. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Pedri. For Olise. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. Now it's Haaland. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Saliba with the clearance. Couldn't squeeze it through. Olise. And it's Mendes. Now it's Haaland. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's delightful. Can he finish? They've scored! And there is your opener. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Olise looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's got away. He is just caressing the ball. Backward it goes. Mendes running with intent. Defending of the desperate variety. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Pedri. And they can counter here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Olise!
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, Lisa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. Nice bit of trickery, and he's gone backward here. Great ball, and he's in here. Shot, surely! And that should get the job done. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vietnam leading by 1 at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Vietnam can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So straight into the second half. Vietnam currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And it's Rice. Messi. Rice. Gabriel cuts it out.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a tidy finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the count...
Haaland! Goal! Spain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Bruno Fernandes. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Dembele.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's having a pop! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Haaland. Rice. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi. Dembele, who does have an assist to his name.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 19, Messi, el dorsal 41, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 3.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and gave him no chance to get on the turn.
El dorsal 22.
It's a promising position.
El dorsal 2. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Olise. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. Shaw. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good-looking ball. Can he finish? Olise finds himself offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shot could be on. Saliba. The final 5 minutes. Now there's a fine ball. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
That's a decent clearance.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well read, nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well played. Mendes calmly anticipates. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the keeper's ball. That's it. There will be time for no more. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.